Hello and welcome to Waffly Bollox, the wrestling podcast that will smack you with a candy cane. I'm Sarah, aka Awfully Waffly, and my co-host is MJ, aka Razzletrash.
Hiya!
Hiya.
Hello. How are we doing?
I'm alright. I was going to say how are you, but I know how you are and it's incredibly stressed.
Yes, very stressed. Very stressed. Everything is terrible, but we persist.
We do persist. The horrors are not more persistent than us.
No, and I am nothing if not a persistent horror. So.
There is that. I'm putting this up top instead of at the end. If you would like to help MJ move house, because they're going to have to anyway, please do go to co-fi.com/razzletrash and buy a t-shirt or chuck some pennies in or something, because otherwise, bad times.
Bad times. The landlord just decided to drop 2 months' notice on me. When was it? Last Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's good. We've got to sort out a house that we've been in for 20 years, and it's incredibly stressful and incredibly expensive. And so if anyone wants to buy some stuff, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah. There we go. Other housekeeping. Housekeeping feels like a particularly cruel way to phrase it, considering our end of year awards are coming up. Currently, at the time of recording, the nominations form is open. It may well be by the time you're listening to this that it's moved on to the next phase of voting. But either way, if you go to our Blue Sky or Instagram, you will find links. So please do vote for your favourite things of the year. And also, please remember that Leaves as Plants was last year. And yes, you can't vote for it this year.
Because everybody forgot that it was, in fact, in 2024. And I think we already gave it an award as well. So...
We did. We gave it the award for the best social media post of the year last year. So it ain't having it again.
No, we can't give it to it again. As good as it was.
There's been other good stuff since. So yeah,
There's been lots of good stuff since.
What else before we get it? We've only got one Dynamite, so there's a chance this will just get silly or ranty.
Who can say? Might be both.
We're just fucking sick of everything at the moment. At the time of recording, it had just been announced that Netflix are buying some part of Warner Brothers. Not really sure.
Yeah.
Don't know shit about acquisitions or mergers. Not going to pretend that I do. So that exists and everyone's talking about it, and it all seems very boring because at least we forget Tony Khan is a billionaire, so it'll be fine. He'll do whatever he wants. Don't stress about it.
Well, this is it. I mean, I literally, AEW will exist as long as he wants it to exist. So don't fucking worry about it.
Ring of Honor still exists, and that isn't on any network. So if it comes to it, he can just fucking put it on his own streaming. He don't care. He'd be fine.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry about it.
Figure it out. Dude loves the graps. It'd be... No, I did read a thing that said that TNT and TBS wasn't part of it, but again, it's like we don't actually know all the full details because this news broke at stupid o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, it might not actually affect anything, and there's contracts in place up until I believe 2027. So it's not something that anybody other than the people in suits need to be worried about at the minute. So
there's nothing you could do about it anyway, even if there was, so what's the point?
I mean, if we were a bunch of content farmers, then we would be doing what all the other podcasts are doing and wildly speculating about it all. But unlike them, we don't pretend to know what we're talking about when it comes to this shit.
I could put it out on social media with this is what the Netflix deal means for AEW.
Yeah. And then it's just us going,
don't fucking know, don't fucking care.
Don't fucking care.
Yeah.
It's not up to us to be concerned about it.
No.
The people who need to be concerned about it are dealing with it.
Yeah.
So there is enough going on in general without having to worry about that. So
I ain't worrying about that. I ain't worrying about a bunch of billionaires, whether they're going to... I'm sure it will have a knock-on effect for culture as a whole, but I can't do anything about that, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Exactly.
Something else I can't do anything about, but I will slightly worry about, is MVP went on a podcast last week and said that he doesn't like intergender wrestling because he thinks it isn't believable.
MVP can fuck off, basically. I think it's like I have said just before we started recording, it's like, I don't think it's a massive leap to sort of figure out what he thinks about other things. The fact that he's brought the term biology matters into it.
God, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a great leap to see where his point of view is on not just this, not just intergender wrestling, but other things as well. And he can go fuck himself, basically.
Yeah,
it's absolute nonsense.
We had an inkling from previous things he'd said. It just seems to go in the file marked, "We don't like MVP," which is a shame because he's got a silly name and a jaunty little cane, and I could have been a fan, but he seems to be a terrible person, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's one of them. It's like you have made yourself intensely dislikable. So despite your silly little cane, you can fuck right off, you dickhead.
Like the whole quote. I mean, I'm not suggesting anyone goes and seeks it out, but like he talks about how he asked an ex-girlfriend who was a professional fighter, basically saying, if you were fighting a man who was the same height and weight and skill set as you, and you guys were fighting, what would happen? And she said, I get killed. She just said, I get killed. It's biology. And
fuck off.
Something about that just rings so many alarm bells in my head.
Yeah.
Like, why?
It sounds like your ex-girlfriend's a fucking cunt as well, to be honest.
But also it's just like, stop fantasizing about women getting murdered, you freak.
Yeah. Literally. Like,
we might have to cut this whole bit, but yeah. No,
it's just
horrible.
bad. It's just bad. It's bad all the way around. Like, that. If that is her point of view, that it's like same height, same weight, same, level of skill, whatever, that's a sort of her mental issue. That's nothing to do with biology.
I don't even think that's true. Like, surely I'm not getting drawn into this. He's not going to get me. He's not going to get me to argue this stupid point, because it is a made up point that basically he doesn't think that women are people and he doesn't want them to have any agency. That's all. It just comes down to misogyny. Like, it's just, and also, again, like, I keep being tempted into being like, but wrestling isn't MMA and wrestling isn't real, and of course it's not believable, and like, you've got a man who's a dinosaur, but that's not the point. The point is,
it isn't the point.
He just wanted to be a misogynist, and I don't know why anyone fucking bothers to listen to him, so fuck him. That's basically our explanation for why we're not going to talk about him ever. You can do what you fucking want, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Get that old man out of the company. I don't fucking care. Can't bear him. Unbearable man. He's just done nothing but annoy me, since he turned up. But it's like, I don't see what he brings. I don't think he's particular. It's like, he's so good on the mic. No, he isn't.
No, he's not.
Fucking not.
Off. He's not.
He's shit on commentary. He's shit on the mic. And he can fuck off. I don't give a toss.
Fully 100% fuck off. Right. So that's the man we don't want to hear anything from. So this week, terrible segue. We've only got this one Dynamite, so we're going to have to dig into it, even though I also didn't feel like there was that much to dig into. But Dynamite opened with Eddie Kingston and Samoa Joe having a face-to-face chat in the ring. And it started with Samoa Joe doing his bog standard "I'm a heel now" promo, where he's like, all the people here are stupid and ugly. He said he was going to get on his jet to fly to the venue, and he thought about putting on a suit, I think he said, or something. It was something to do with, like, I was going to get suited and booted, but I realised it would be like wearing a tux to a petting zoo. And then he paused while I just had a mental image of a person in a tuxedo, like, holding a rabbit. And then he said, And then he said, like, well, the penguins would be impressed, but you people don't deserve it, whatever. And then I just went into a spiral of like, Joe, you don't get penguins at a petting zoo. That's not what a petting zoo is. Do you know what a zoo is?
Joe down
Joe.
and explain to him what a petting zoo is.
Do you know what a zoo is? Joe, do you know what a zoo is?
I'm worried about his safety. I'm worried if, like, does he think all zoos are petting zoos?
He might think all zoos are petting zoos.
Is he going to go to the zoo and stick his hand in, like, an alligator tank or something? Like, I'm concerned, Joe. I don't...
No, don't. Tiger, no, can't pet tigers. You can.
Although I would, given the opportunity.
But that's also why they have glass and bars and fences between you and the animals, and that's also how you know it's not a petting zoo.
Yeah.
Like, for the sake of definitions, a petting zoo is where you can take children and you can pet the animals, and you can have like bunnies and like little goats and lambs and ponies and like nice fluffy things that don't eat you, and also that you don't like ruin their lives by feeding them some food and stroking them. But penguins, not at a petting zoo generally.
No. I love that we're getting into this because there's very little else happening this week.
It really spun me out when he said it. I was like, that's not right.
We need to sit him down and explain to him. He's like, no, Joe, you can't pet the things at the actual zoo.
Maybe you can if you've got enough money, but...
Maybe,
I don't know. And also, you can sometimes... Well, you can't pet them. You can sometimes hold baby alligators if you go to Crocodiles of the World.
Where's that?
So it's in Oxfordshire, and sometimes when you drive in on the M4... from one side of the country to the other, you see a signpost for Crocodiles of the World and you think, what the fuck is that? And then one day, maybe, you decide to go to Crocodiles of the World because you got to know. And it is the UK's first and only crocodile zoo. But if they have baby alligators or baby crocodiles, you can hold them. And I have held one. And it was quite scary because they're like, you have to hold it very carefully, otherwise it will bite you.
Amazing.
And that's how you know it's not a petting zoo, really. And it is, in fact, just some crocodile enthusiasts project.
Yeah. That sounds bizarre and I kind of want to go.
I mean, it's fascinating, but like they're definitely like they just have lots of crocodiles and alligators and things, and obviously the zookeepers, whatever they are, go in and you can watch them be fed and stuff, and you can just stand next to the tank and look at these creatures and they make eye contact with you and you're like, that thing would fucking kill me and it would not care, and it is a dinosaur and I'm scared of it and I don't want to be here anymore. That's what happens.
I love that. I want to go there. I'm a big fan of lizards.
Put it on your to-do list once we
will
get you moved.
Yes,
Then
I will treat myself to a nice day out to Crocodiles of the World.
I think that would be a great reward, actually.
I think it would as well. I would really enjoy it.
If you get through this, you can hold a crocodile. Okay.
Yay!
But probably not a penguin.
I've held an owl. That was fun.
Yeah, I've held an owl and a snake.
Yes.
But, like, did you have the animal man at your school growing up who would just bring in some animals and you could hold them?
No, because I went to a school in a tiny little village in the middle of nowhere, and
So did I. I was about to say, I don't know if this is a universal experience or if this is just some, like, you had a weirdo in your town.
I think you might have had a weirdo. We had no weirdos, unfortunately. The closest thing we've got to that is when a dog gets through the gate. Like a dog got out.
Dog in a playground.
Dog in a playground. That's as close as we got. We didn't get the animal man.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. So What else did Joe say? There was some stuff about how he'd sent Hook to Eddie to know what it was like to be with a loser or something, so he can find out what it feels like to be winners, like Daniel Garcia, some business. And then Eddie, I guess, hopped on the zoo thing and said that he was a lion. This whole thing was weird. And yeah, basically said, since when do you have a private jet, you sell out? I'm gonna fuck you up.
If this ain't the most hastily fucking stupid cobbled together nonsense. Oh, it's the plan all along. Was it? Or did you just realise that you had no decent heels and panicked?
I can't even bring myself now to go through and be like, was it the plan all along? And is it that we've just been ignoring it because it seemed so unimportant and boring, but it was actually there all along? I just don't care.
It probably was. I just didn't
bad.
give a shit that it was occurring because, like, it's a bad decision. There is no way you can make this less of a bad decision. And it's happened now. You've already fucked it. So I have no interest.
I do want some chaos,
really. Chaos is good. Like chaos. That's the only thing this has got going for it.
Yeah, Eddie's going to fight Joe at Winter is Coming. And that's not a pay-per-view. And I would like the belt to change hands. And then I would like it to change hands again at the pay-per-view, and then again in January, and just to fly around a bit, just to shake you up.
I think you might be setting yourself up for disappointment.
I know, I always am, but I do like to get swerved, but I didn't like to get swerved this time, so I'm like, fuck it, just ping pong it around. It's make it so it's no one fucking knows. That would be fun. I'm so sick of the people who are like, well, I know who the next 4 champions are going to be and I know everything. It's do you? No one knows anything.
The thing is, a lot of those people there, the next 4 list got fucked when Hangman won it. So, yes, that would be fun. Chaos would be more fun than what I think is going to happen, which is MJF and Joe at World's End, which is fucking fine, whatever. I'm just taking it off Hangman was a poor idea because of poor fucking ahead planning in the first place. There is nothing that they can do with this at the minute that is going to make me care, to be honest.
Oh God, that's bleak.
It's just, I just don't give a shit about any of it. The thing I am excited about, obviously, is Hangman and Swerve being insane together with their shared madness. Love that. Everything else is I just, all the investment, all the emotional investment in it is kind of, well, it's gone. I know Eddie's not winning it.
He might.
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
I would love it if he did. I would
love
absolutely love it if he did. But it's I just have won't. No, because it feels so poorly done. I just have no investment in it. It's Joe is the champ. Fine. Oh, Hook was the mastermind behind it all along. Was he? Really? Are we sure?
I swear it doesn't make sense, but I don't want to have to think about it.
It's so stupid, and I can't get invested in it because it's absolute fucking shit.
Something about Hook. I think I've said this before. My brain just slides right off him. If he's not actively on screen, I just forget he exists.
His promos are getting better. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta get. I've got to be more charitable.
I'm just not invested in it. I'm not invested, and I am especially not invested anymore after what they did this week with it. Let's fridge the Dark Order for who knows? Who knows what reason they did this for?
So the Dark Order basically got called out by the Ops after the Samoa Joe thing, and then the Dark Order walked in and ran into Hangman in the corridor, and he was not really that interested in engaging with them, but they asked him not to get involved in not to ruin the match for them, basically. And he said, fine, but after the match, I'm going to come and fuck them up. And then, the Ops beat the Dark Order, obviously.
Obviously, because how else was that? There was no way that was going to go any other way. And it just feels a bit like jangling keys. It's like, hey, remember this thing you actually were invested in? You know what I mean? And it's not even like, because they have skipped so many story beats here. It's not even like Hangman, it's because it's been so long since they've interacted in any way. It's not even working as like we'll beat up the Dark Order to get to Hangman, because they just don't have that. They've done nothing with that relationship for ages. So it's like, it's not even like we're gonna beat up your friends to make you sad and angry. It's like, because like, look, the interaction that they had, it's like Hangman doesn't care.
No. It was weird. And the stupid Ops won. And then, as promised, Hangman came out at the end with his chain, smashed Hobbs over the head with a bottle, because we are doing the alcoholism thing again, apparently. And then like a load of security guys came out to stop Hangman. And he beat up a load of security guys, which we generally don't like, do we? Because I don't think a face should be beating up security. But then that sends me into a spiral of, who does security work for? And are they... does the world champion have some authority over them? And and why are they here in this scenario when they so often aren't? And what are the rules?
When they should be running in for other situations and don't.
They didn't stop Hangman getting the shit beat out of him. Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
it's nonsense. It's nonsense. This whole thing is nonsense. Like, I'm not buying it at all. It's like, fine, if you love Samoa Joe, brilliant. I'm happy for you.
People do,
but don't pretend that they. Fine, you can love Samoa Joe and also acknowledge that this is shit.
Yeah,
it's bad.
It feels like last time. It's just pointless.
It's so pointless. It's pointless. It's jangling keys. It's like, we'll get the Dark Order in to somehow make it up to the people who are annoyed that Hangman lost. It's like, well, why tease us with that? Because you're going to do fuck all with it. Like, I don't expect to see Dark Order on Dynamite again, do you?
No.
Exactly.
Because it didn't achieve any. It's just nothing.
It achieved nothing. It achieved nothing. It was just barely above a squash. So it did nothing for them, and they deserve so much better than they've gotten.
They do. I was going to say, I don't know who wants this. I guess the answer can only be Tony Khan, because I don't see who else was clamouring for any of this business.
It's the people who want this. The people, he's pleased himself, and the people who get furiously angry when you point out that this was bad. This is bad, and it's like, oh no, well, Samoa Joe's done nothing wrong. No, it's not Samoa Joe's decision. It's not. It's nothing to do with Samoa Joe. It's the fact that this is shit. You know what I mean? Like, I would have no problem with a Samoa Joe title run if it hadn't been done as badly as this.
I mean, it's all just a big nothing that I just, it's really hard to care, and that's really sad, because I want to care, I want to be invested, and you're giving me nothing.
Yeah, it's like all the things I was invested in is like, they're not there. I you know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't think Eddie's gonna win it. I don't know what the plan is after this, but I'm assuming it's probably Max versus Joe at World's End, which is like,
care. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to care, but I don't care. We have had an announcement that there will be try and get my tongue around this. Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royale in Manchester, on either the Collision or Dynamite that they're filming in Manchester next week.
Yeah.
And then I clearly haven't looked up the rules recently on how a Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royale works, because then it said that there would be a final the week after. So I don't know does that come down to two people then? Yeah, it's the last two in the ring, isn't it? And then Then they fight, and then on January the 14th, whoever wins will have a title shot against whoever the champion is.
Yeah.
By then.
Yeah. And it's not particularly hard to figure out where that's going.
Well, it is and it isn't, because I'm like, well, but Dynamite Diamond Ring is obviously Max's thing, so I guess Max is coming back in Manchester or before. That's annoying because I'm not going.
Yeah, same.
But doesn't he still have his title shot to cash in, the one that Tony told him he needed to give a week's notice for?
Yes.
So what would be the point in giving him two?
Well, there wouldn't be one, but I feel like that's what's going to happen.
But maybe someone else will finally win it. I don't know.
Maybe.
I am going to be so annoyed if Max wins the Dynamite Diamond Ring, because we will fully have been robbed of our Maxwell Crash Out era.
Yeah,
arc,
completely.
And I want that. So ideally, he has to lose, but I don't know if he will.
I think that he will end up getting his win back, probably over Hangman. And then we do Joe versus MJF at fucking World's End because he's pissed off that.
But that's catastrophic.
Or conversely, we'll end up doing Joe versus Hangman at World's End, and Joe will win.
God, no, that's worse.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Both are bad. Both are bad outcomes. The men's world title picture is dog shit at the minute.
In the bin. Okay, but all right. Let's have a little. Let me think a minute, because okay, with Samoa Joe, there is a contingent of guys who are there like Joe, because of Ring of Honor and legendary status and stuff. Is there that sort of groundswell of support for Max? I guess we'll find out when he comes back.
I guess, yeah.
Because I don't feel, in the same way that, like, I guess, I don't know, because I don't look at it often enough, you could persuade me that there are people on Twitter yelling at Tony Khan that they want to see more Samoa Joe. Does that exist for Max? I don't know.
I don't necessarily think on Twitter. But
so
I think elsewhere. I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Like, because I like him. I like him a lot, but I it's much the same as I wasn't crying out for another Samoa Joe title run. I'm not particularly crying out for a Max one either. What I wanted isn't happening. So
no, well, okay.
You can't make me fucking care.
We're doing really bad podcasting this week because we're just like, we hate all of this. We don't like what we think's coming. We don't know what's coming, but we don't care about it. It's like, oh, yeah, cool. I'm glad that we sat down to talk about it.
Yeah, it's like the thing is, it's like the options that it could be. There are several options that it could be. I can't say I'm particularly invested in any of them.
Oh, right. Well, oh, God. The thing is, I was like, let's move on to the next part. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to say exactly the same thing. So, in the Continental Classic, which I continue to hate, Okada beat Pac. That was one where I was like, I actually don't know where this is going because I don't know. Like, it could go either way. I sort of wondered if it would go to a draw, but it didn't.
No. I wondered about that because there's got to be some draws, aren't there, at some point?
Yeah.
We just don't know when. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, and also, you're constantly doing the wrestling maths of, well, who needs to win this? And I hate doing that. I just want to be immersed, but I never am because the Continental Classic is just about maths and I don't like it. So that happened. Fucking hell.
Can't make me do math.
No. Kyle Fletcher beat Kevin Knight, which was predictable, but again, it shouldn't be. Fuck. There was a really odd catch up with Darby in the hospital.
Yeah, who was filming that? It was like, because it looked like it had been filmed on a phone.
On a phone, yeah.
And it was like, is somebody standing on like a massive table over Darby's quote unquote
maybe it was
hospital
maybe
bed.
it was Luchasaurus. Maybe it was
yeah, and that's just his point of view at all times.
Yeah.
Is
But I don't know why that, because like you say, it did seem to be filmed on a phone. Why did it exist?
I honestly don't fully understand. Well, apparently Darby is legit banged
Right.
up, so it could be something that they've just filmed to explain it, I guess.
But sometimes they also just have someone tell you that, and that is also an acceptable way to receive information, I feel.
He's got to do a little video. You know what he's like. It's Darby.
Yeah,
he's got to do a little video.
But also, I don't know if I believe that was a real hospital.
It wasn't. It clearly wasn't. It wasn't. It was one of the med bays or something.
I hate everything. When you're watching wrestling, you are voluntarily entering into a state of like suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
Of like, I'm going to believe that these fights are real and not predetermined to some level, and that these characters are whatever they are. But like sometimes you're just like, I don't know why I'm seeing this. And someone has made the decision for me to watch this. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, it was, to be fair, it was only about 2 seconds long. So but
it was just
we've only got one episode.
The whole overall thing of like, why is any of this happening?
Yeah. Although I think there is a legit injury at play there, which is why it's happening. I think that explains it.
We've not had any news on Kyle O'Reilly and whether his injury is real or not, which is sad. I hope it's fine. I hope he's fine.
Yeah, I really, really hope it isn't. I hope it's just a storyline bit and he will appear at some point.
He might just need a bit of a rest.
Yeah. Fingers crossed that's all it is. And because obviously we want everybody well and healthy. Yeah. And it would be unfortunate if he's got to go away after this run that he's started, which has been really good. It would be a shame if he has to go away for a while. So fingers crossed, it's nothing serious. Yeah.
Maybe he'll make a big triumphant appearance at World's End, and we'll be happy. So on Collision tonight, Orange Cassidy will be fighting Roderick Strong because he's Carl's replacement. He, via Mark Briscoe, tried to offer an extra conglomeration rule to the Continental Classic, which was that there are to be no chops, because as we know, Orange Cassidy does not like chops. And Roderick Strong was unreceptive and called him an idiot and barged past him, and then Orange Cassidy was like, I don't think you saw me there. And I realised that I have fully just accepted this character reset on Orange Cassidy. I've just given up. I'm like, yeah, this is what we're doing now. I guess
I think you just have to. I think you just have to.
Yeah, you give me no choice. You just keep bludgeoning me over the head with it. And like, I don't dislike this as a character, so it's fine. I cling to him for all I'm worth, for joy. And then, speaking of things we don't like and we don't want to think about, Don Callis explained how the Unified Championship works, which is that it's just like an extra bonus that you get when you have two singles championships. And so Okada, in entering into the Continental Classic, has surrendered his Continental Championship, as it is the prize for the tournament.
Yeah. But
he has not surrendered his international belt. But I guess he will also have to hand back the unified belt because he will only, unless he wins. But he's not going to, and that's why they did this, because when it was Eddie put all of his belts on the line, and that meant we knew that he was going to fucking win, so he would have all three of them.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's like, oh, Okada's not putting it on the line. Okay, well, that means he's not winning. Like, what?
Yeah, there's a little bit too much telegraphing. Considering it's a tournament, and we're supposed to sort of buy into it like a sports tournament, there is entirely too much telegraphing that they do it every year as well. Like,
I know, every single time. Single time.
It's every single year. They telegraph.
I don't like it.
Thing is, I enjoy the matches. I really like watching the matches. The matches are great, but it's difficult again, it's difficult to invest when it's like pretty fucking well telegraphed where it's going. And it's like, yeah, we might get some surprises in terms of like surprise upset victories and things, but it's like the end game seems pretty set in stone because of all the things that they've done around it to make that the case.
I mean, I guess they are trying to pull in some other storylines.
Yeah. It's. I mean, just I even if Okada had put the international into it as well, then that would have not the international. No, it is the international.
Yeah,
fucking national, international, continental.
This is the problem, isn't it? We're now going to have national, international, and continental all in play, and then so like, why did they invent the national belt if they knew they were going to do this and pull them? I hate everything.
Thing is, you just don't get how it works. It's like, no, I understand how it works. It just seems a bit overly convoluted and doesn't really need to be a thing.
To think that people were telling us that having women's tag belts made it that there were too many belts.
Yeah.
Absolutely get fucked.
Yeah, no, it's nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. If you can have a fucking 3 belts, which it's like 2 of them do the same job, more or less, and then a special little extra belt if you've got 2 of them at the same time. But yeah, sure, women's tag belts is too many belts, and that's the problem. Okay, sure. Oh,
I'm just so angry about everything this week. I blame the fucking full moon, the cold moon. Super cold moon, isn't it? The super cold moon this week. Yeah, because it's a December full moon and it's also a super moon. So it's the super cold moon and it's fucking up everything.
Fucking stupid moon.
Fucking stupid moon.
Gonna fight the moon.
I'm gonna fight the fucking moon.
I'm in a feud with the moon.
I think in a fight of us versus the moon, we might not win.
We probably won't win that one.
And then the main event of Dynamite was Claudio versus Mox. And Claudio won.
And Claudio won. And I think... I love that, like... I know I keep saying this, but it's like, I think we can all see where that's going. Mox is definitely getting murdered.
They did a nice job of it. They did a really nice job of it.
Absolutely. They do. This is probably the thing I am invested in the most. Aside from, like, Swerve and Hangman being mental together and having shared madness, which is, that's going to be fun. But yeah, this, like, just the creeping of the rest of the Death Riders towards Mox. It's like, the old lion in the pack. He's on his last legs. And it's like... Because that's what it feels like. It feels like the old beat-up lion, he's still battling away, and it's just there's all these other guys behind him just waiting for him, like, and they're gonna pounce at any minute, and it's like creeping doom is like it's good. It's a whole mood.
I really want them to bring in that thing where we were like, Mox should be jumping every time he hears a plastic bag rustle.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day and how we never got to have the ghost of Bryan Danielson, but I think we ought to start bringing in scaring Mox with rustling plastic bags.
I think so. Yeah, because he's been increasingly skittish for like
There's just
a while.
not enough gothic horror in my wrestling, and I require it.
Yeah. This is what are we doing? We need more of it. Like,
please. Could they have some gothic horror, please? Totally can. I really enjoyed the way Marina was looking at Mox after he lost. She's doing such good acting.
Doing such good face work in this storyline. She is so good, and I'm so glad that she got the time to develop and end up where she is now. Because she's like, I mean, you know this. I've been a fan of her, like, probably since, like, I was talking about it way back when we started the podcast, that I really enjoyed Marina, and I just think she needed to find her spot. Like, she needed to find a gimmick and she needed to find where she fit into it all. And I think doing the work she's been doing now, incredible. Really, really good. And she's like Moxie's right-hand woman. And it's the faces she pulls because it's like she knows what's coming. Yeah. She's heard the conversations and she knows what's coming, but she also knows that she can't do anything to stop it. And it's just beautiful, beautiful work.
It has just become apparent to me that a large part of my ability to enjoy and engage with wrestling comes from how good wrestlers are at conveying emotion on their faces.
Yes. Very much so, yeah.
I don't know if that's what they teach you at school, but
yeah, all my favourites are particularly good at it.
Yeah,
because sometimes you don't have the time or the opportunity to say the words, so you've got to put your whole face into it, kind of thing. And it's like there are some people who are extremely good at it in AEW, I would say. And Marina has been doing incredible work, like. Will she get time to do a promo and explain all this? Probably not, but her face is telling you absolutely everything you need to know about this situation.
I hope she does a whole promo in Russian.
That'd be incredible.
She probably won't. Yeah, so beyond that, the other storyline that I'm sure you did care about this week, even if you say that you didn't care about anything else. Don Callis had the Don Callis family goons grab the Young Bucks so he could yell at them and tell them that he could forgive a lot of things, including murder, and he's forgiven that in the past, but he can't forgive... questions to be asked of that man. He can't forgive anyone siding with Kenny Omega.
It's so stupid. It's the stupidest feud. It is the stupidest feud of all time.
Everything about this section was lovely, though. Like, there were so many things I was like, I'm really enjoying a lot of the things I'm seeing right now. So yeah, I have actually saved the best for last, but probably everyone's stopped listening by now because it's been too moany. I like seeing El Clon in his shiny new evil hologram gear. I am very excited to finally see him wrestle one day, maybe.
One day, maybe, if we're lucky. Yeah. It's like, you can't just not have him wrestle until fucking hologram's back, surely.
It's weird, isn't it? I do sort of wonder if he is injured or something, because there was definitely something at the time where I thought I'd read that they were both hurt, and then someone said, oh no, he had an old injury and it healed, but like he hasn't done anything and he's just sort of there in the background. So, but like, let my man wrestle. He's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Don Callis had people hold down Nick Jackson, and he did something really quite off-putting where he like licked his fingers and then shoved them in Nick's eye, and I actually rewound it because I was like, I don't believe what I just saw. I must have missed something. And no, that's what he did. I don't know why he did that. It's disgusting.
The only thing, because it looked like he kind of like hooked his fingers. So presumably his idea was to like hook his finger around the back of Nick's eyeball and pop it out of his head. And it's like, I would imagine not having a dry finger might make that an easier thing to do. Because I thought about it entirely
so
too
disgusting.
much when it was meant.
Yeah, see, there's the things that we had to think about this week were penguins and eyeballs.
Yeah. Mostly penguins and eyeballs. It was just so ridiculous. But also, it made me laugh because the Bucks are the dumbest motherfuckers alive. And it's like, come out here, boys, and get your money. And they came out.
They did. They are silly boys.
You silly, silly boys. I love them so much. They're like, no, we've got to go out and get our bag of money.
Matthew Jackson, like, okay, I am not generally a Matthew Jackson pervert. I appreciate that the man is beautiful. He looked so fucking hot this week that I was like, I might be converting. Like,
are you a Matt girly now?
I might be a Matt girly now.
Amazing.
I think it was the combination of like the jeans and his just like long perfect hair and his pretty little face.
The hair is hairing.
So beautiful.
The hair is definitely hairing at the minute.
Yeah. So that was nice. Like literally look at like searching this 2-hour block, like, where are the things I can find joy in, because so much of this is just horror. Yeah, I like that. So Jurassic Express. I keep saying Jurassic Park. Jurassic Express came out for the save. Jurassic Park came out. Fucking raptors came out through the crowd. Jack Perry was wearing like dress shoes, and he got up on the top rope and did a rope walk and then a moonsault, and I thought, you are a crazy bastard. Like,
that's gotta be so slippy.
Yeah. I'm really glad you didn't hurt yourself. That was a completely unhinged thing to do. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
And then Kenny came running out in his Christmas jumper.
In his Christmas jumper and his shorts, because you will take that man's comfies out of his cold, dead hands.
He dressed up. The last time we saw him, he'd put on, like, proper clothes. The last time we saw him running for a save. And this time he's like, nope, I'm going to be in my shorts and my Christmas jumper that I just got given backstage.
Aww.
It is a cute Christmas jumper.
It's such a cute Christmas jumper.
Cat on it.
Aw, little
nice.
Dobby cat. Oh, so cute. Yeah, because JCP did it for him, and I was admiring that he'd actually, like, designing the shirt, actually taken the time to make it look like stitches.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, when you get a lot of these, like, novelty Christmas jersey things that come out, it's like, it's just someone's just put an X in a grid and not actually taking the time to make it look like it's been, like, stitched. And I appreciate
there's a lot of effort gone into that one.
Detail that went into it is very good. And the conglomeration one as well.
Yeah.
That he did.
I do just think, like, I was tempted to buy one, then I was like, when will I ever wear this? Like,
that's
twice a year.
Innit? Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame, but yeah, they are good. Good work. Well done, designers. We like you.
Yes.
So I guess we are headed to a sort of new elite that will perhaps encompass the Young Bucks, Jurassic Express, and Kenny, and not Okada, I guess, because Okada
beat him up. So yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Okada
assuming.
sided with the Don Callis family, but we're sort of also expecting Okada to perhaps get expelled from that. I don't know. Maybe we'll just have a free floating Okada.
I think we might end up with a free floating Okada, and I'm really hoping that involves balloons. I need balloon Okada crashing out.
Actual free floating Okada, where it just comes in like some helium balloons and flies
if
across
you can
the
get
audience.
him to float with the balloons, even better.
Oh my god, please. Just or otherwise leans into the horror of it and is fully like, we all float down here with a balloon. Yeah, that's probably what you were going for. I was like envisaging something crazy.
No, I was envisioning him being elevated in the sky with the balloons and floating around.
It's like either floating around with the balloons or in a drain with the balloons. Either way.
One or the other. Either works. I don't mind.
Fucking hell.
Just give that man some fucking balloons.
I don't know. I've seen a couple of people say in the last couple of days that they have found they had less to chew on in AEW storylines this year than previously. And I don't know if that's true, but I definitely feel it this week.
I think the ones that I was invested in, I enjoyed. But it was like, some of the things were sort of, I was less invested in, but that's fine. I mean, that just is the nature of it.
Ebbs and flows, isn't it?
But yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, because it's like, the quality of the show is very high. The quality of the wrestling is really, really high. But outside of Dougie, what are you doing? So he's just scraping at things, like pouring at something over there, making a big racket. Yeah, it's like the stuff I was invested in, I was really invested in, and then they paid it off, but then went, oh, actually, never mind. Fuck that. So it's like, oh, great. That was worth my time and investment. But yeah, there's other things that I just haven't really had any feelings about one way or the other. Like, it was like, I enjoyed this thing, but I don't have a lot of emotional investment in it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that could just be down to me having favourites. You know what I mean? It could easily just be that. You know, because there are certain parts of it that I just don't really feel much about. That's probably bad, isn't it? I should probably feel something, like, one way or the other about it, but it's like, this is good wrestling, it is fine. I feel like the tweets on X, like, that they put up on the screen, I am watching wrestling, it is good.
Tweets are so bad. Yeah, but also, ultimately it is a hobby, and ultimately you got a lot going on in your life that's fucking stressful right now, so
maybe that's just it.
Maybe that's what it is. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's fine. Something that was fun this week, I think, was the hardcore holiday death match that we've been promised.
Yay!
With the Timeless Love Bombs versus Mega Problem. I can't remember if they're
Mega
plural,
Problems.
But Megan and Marina. The commentary team on this were having the same problem that Excalibur had a couple of weeks ago, and that we've had. That it's really hard to say Mina Shirakawa and Marina Shafir in close proximity to each other, and your tongue wants to tangle them all up.
Yes. I'm glad I'm not on commentary for these matches, because
Marina.
Yeah, it's terribly. It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every sympathy with the lads on commentary, because I would get so mixed up with this.
What was the mashup? It was like Marina Shafira Kawa or
yes.
something. Anyway. Yeah. I think I said last week, I was like, good, invent a new style of match, but also if you're going to say that it's a holiday death match, you better have some holiday elements in it. Like, yes. I want to see some Christmassy props. And we did get some.
They delivered.
I think they did deliver. They started out with like a champagne bottle, which I was like, I know that that's part of the sort of lore, but it's not very Christmassy, really. If like, why don't you make it like a box fizz? Well, maybe they don't have that. But if
that might not be a thing in America.
I don't know, an eggnog bottle. They must have something.
No! Imagine doing a match covered in eggnog, though.
Well, it doesn't need to have anything in it. Just be the label.
No, there must be liquid in the eggnog bottle.
I mean, yeah, like, again, like, we should have gone back to the whole, oh, fuck, what did they call it? What was the Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy, orange juice match thing called?
the mimosa mayhem or something like that, wasn't it?
Yes, they should have done that. A big tank of eggnog, but they didn't, because we don't go quite as silly as that anymore, I guess.
No, and I think mostly down to the fact that of where they are, like, because they were in one place for like a year and a half or whatever, that they were able to do some more stuff like that and experimental stuff as well, and like, there's a lot to be said for the pandemic era, I think. But yeah, like, they can't really do those massive set pieces like they could maybe at dailies, because they were just in one place for a long period of time.
It would just cost loads of money.
Yeah.
But they did have a giant prop candy cane with barbed wire wrapped around it, which I appreciated. There was a gift-wrapped steel chair. Very good. They had, like, tables with wrapping paper on. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
And then there was a frying pan, which I was like, not sure about that one. Not sure about that one.
No, because it's like, do you fry anything at Christmas? I don't fry it.
Really?
It's everything's in the oven mostly.
But why don't you make it a roasting tin? Like, commit to the bit, guys.
Yeah, roasting tin would work. Although being smacked in the chebs with a frying pan that doesn't sound like a fun
painful,
time.
But commitment. But I will give them mega points for having Santa Claus Luther come out.
Luther!
That was really delightful.
He's been to the dick surgeon and he's recovered.
Yeah, it must have called Shibata for a recommendation.
Yeah. Although it took a lot, he must have had a far more severe dick injury than Shibata, because he was gone for an awfully long time. But I was so happy to see him. I fucking love Luther. He's great.
He's good. Yeah. But yeah, so Santa Claus Luther brought a gift-wrapped middle finger and a shoe.
A shoe!
And the Timeless Love Bombs won the day. So now we will have the Babes of Wrath versus the Timeless Love Bombs in the final for the inaugural Women's World Championship belts. And that just goes to show that teams who love each other and have a good team name should triumph.
Yes, they should. And they're doing the final at Winter is Coming, aren't they? So presumably that means we'll get a women's tag title match at World's End.
Nice.
Which is, yeah, that's good. I'm kind of glad they're not doing the final at World's End. Like, I'm glad they're doing the final a couple of weeks before, and then we're going to get some kind of feud in the meantime for a match at World's End. That sounds like the best
chop.
possible plan. Good stuff.
And then we have learned that Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander will be tagging together in Cardiff. And once they've done that Jamie Hayter would like to talk to Chris Statlander about getting a title shot. So maybe that will be the match at World's End?
Possibly. Maybe? Yeah, I could see that. I thought they were going to go for Stat and Tekla, but maybe they're going to do that in the new year because maybe it's going to be a longer feud. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
maybe Jamie won't get her shot quite that soon. But they seem to
imply
imply that they were gonna. But I guess Jamie was always supposed to be in that spot, but then she was out injured again. Who knows?
Yeah. I love that Stat is a fighting champ.
Yeah.
It's a shame we don't still have one in the men's division. But there we go.
But as long as the real champion is doing stuff, that's fine.
Yeah.
And is there anything else we want to talk about from AEW? I mean, I think there was an FTR bit, but who cares?
Yeah, basically. Like, we're just waiting for Edge and Christian to turn back up, so it's whatever. It's not of any particular interest to me. I think we did gloss over slightly the Hangman promo that we got.
Oh yes, we did. Sorry, yes.
No, because I'm a Hangman girly. This is what I do.
Yeah. No, go for it.
He did. Yeah, we had a ranty Hangman promo, but it felt more measured. It started out hot, and then it tempered slightly.
I hope you're right.
It wasn't just shouting, leave. So I like that there are levels to it. But basically, he was going 3 years just to get Lou the title because of Hook. And I think in that moment, Hangman spoke for the girlies.
We were all Hangman.
In that moment, we were all Hangman. Because it was like, Hook? Really?
Yeah. I think I might almost be more annoyed about the Hook thing than the Samoa Joe of it all, because I just don't care. And I guess this is how you make them you care, is by like giving him time and story and stuff, but it's like, that's really hard to give a shit.
It's difficult to give a shit, because it's like I was saying before, it all feels a bit like this has been cobbled together like a month before the cage match as a way just to get the title off Hangman, which is like, okay, if you wanted to do that, fine, but you could have done it better. You could have done it in a way that was satisfying or good in any way. But yeah, we get the next week. Hangman said that I think it's Hobbs and Shibata. If you want to fight, you've got one, and I won't be coming alone.
Ooh, I missed that. Okay, good.
I think that's next week. Next week, I think.
Probably not tonight. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Swerve's going to be on Collision, and it's, I think, the Wednesday after. I think the Dynamite after is going to be Herbs. Hobbs and Shibata.
Herbs. Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shibata versus Swerve and Hangman. I do love that Swerve and Hangman are teaming up, and Hangman will not call Swerve by his name.
Yeah, it's interesting that.
It is,
and they
there is a lot of
interesting
shit
either.
to be dug into there with those two.
That's what I want. So maybe Collision will fix us.
Yeah, maybe
because maybe Swerve will have a big chunk of time and will be fixed.
Yeah, maybe
and entranced.
I mean, the thing is, like, it's like I am interested in what those two get up to. I just don't especially care how it relates to the men's world title, because they fuck that. But
fucked it in the bin.
It was Hangman going, you need to get your affairs in order. That was funny. It was like, I suggest you get your affairs in order. So yeah, there's going to be some murder on Wednesday, which is always nice.
I like the move towards advocating for like doing your life admin that they've been doing on AEW with Juice Robinson talking about people's pensions and Hangman reminding us all that we should have a will. Like this is important stuff.
It's good. It's good. We're learning.
Good.
We're learning life skills through the wrestling.
It's not where you usually come for lessons on responsibility, but no.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Yep. So I guess that's AEW for now. Largely disappointment, but there we go. I do briefly want to talk about Rev Pro because there have been some big announcements this week for their upcoming Uprising show, which is on the 14th. There is a live in London this weekend on the 7th, which is like a normal show, and then Uprising's like big show.
Yeah. Where's Uprising happening then, again?
It is in Cardiff, at the Vale Arena in Cardiff. And it's the same week that AEW are in the UK. So, I wonder what that could... Well, we know something about what that will mean. So the matches that we have announced so far, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I'm looking at their Instagram. 5 matches announced. One is the Undisputed British Tag Team Championship, which is the men's because they don't have women's tag belts. Boo. Which will be the Young Guns versus a returning Greedy Souls who haven't been on Rev Pro for a little while. So that'll be good probably, but quite big laddie. I'm going to throw my support behind the Young Guns on that front, I reckon, because they're good lads.
They are good lads.
Strong, representing.
We enjoy them. Yeah.
Ethan on commentary was amazing. I wish they would put Ethan Allen on commentary again.
I was about to say the same fucking thing. Get Ethan Allen back on commentary because Ethan's funny.
Such a funny boy, and yeah. So that's good. Let them have that. One called Manders is back, and he will be fighting RKJ at Uprising.
Ooh, that'll be good. That'll be a hard-hitting one, that.
Yes. And RKJ will probably find something fucking insane to jump off, so that'll be fun. We like that.
It's always fun.
A match that I think there's kind of a question mark over is... They've announced, and they've had this announced for like months, Michael Oku versus Connor Mills. But Michael Oku has been injured for the last few months. He is down for a Michael Oku addresses his future spot on Sunday.
Oh, Lord.
Hopefully, he's going to say he's cleared and back and better because we've been missing him. But don't know, fingers crossed. So whether that match happens or not, I don't know. I assume it probably will. Don't know. And then the... Men's Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship. So the current champion Shah Samuels will be defending his title in a 3-way against Jay Joshua and Leon Slater.
Nice.
So that's interesting. I think we very well might have a new champion.
Oh, you think?
Maybe. I hope so.
Oh.
But who do I want? I mean, I want Jay.
I do want, I want Jay.
But then it's weird because Jay and Connor Mills have been teaming up and doing really well as a tag team, but now they both have singles matches at Uprising. I don't know. The tag division gets the short end of the stick always, so tis what it is. And then the biggest announcement, Mercedes Moné will be defending her Undisputed British Women's Championship against Rio.
Ooh.
British Rio, not Japanese Rio.
Yeah, that'll be good, that.
It will.
Looking forward to that.
They haven't done anything to build to it, really.
No. But do they often with these?
They don't. No. It's a complaint we have a lot about Rev Pro is that, like, a lot of the stories that are best built are that way because the talent have posted their own stuff to their own social media and built their own stuff that way. And also, I mean, maybe I'm being too too easy on them. But like, I guess booking Mercedes may not have been a given. I assumed it was because she is the champion, but like maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't. So who knows? Who can say? But either way, yeah, that match will be a banger. So that's exciting.
Yeah. How does it fall in terms of like? Oh no, it's not quite. It's like a week or so, isn't it, away from World's End? They're not particularly close together, are they?
No, World's End is the 27th.
Yeah,
and that's the 14th. So yes, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a way off. What do we think though? Do we think Rio's taking it, or do we think Mercedes is going to have it? Because I feel like Mercedes is slowly creeping towards losing,
starting to lose. Yeah, but like for like the last entire year, I think I've been going, well, Mercedes is definitely going to drop this belt soon, because how many more Rev Pro dates is she possibly going to do? And now I'm like, I don't know, Infinity? Like, is she going to hang on to it until anniversary?
Well, this is the thing, I don't, she seems quite happy just to keep going, so it's like, yeah, you can't really guess.
She desperately wants to do another show at the Doncaster Dome, that's all there is to it.
That's what it is. It's
like,
the lure
my
of
heart
the
is in
Dome.
Doncaster. She's like, I want to go back. I'm going to do some ice skating. I don't know, but my feeling was that because she like loves Kanji so much that maybe she'll drop it to Kanji at some point in the future, because she seems to really want to put Kanji over. So yeah. I don't know, but who knows? These are.
But we
plans
could be
we know
surprised. We could be surprised.
We could be surprised. Anything could happen. I was fucking surprised when Mina Shirakawa won it, and I was fucking surprised when Mercedes Moné won it off of Mina Shirakawa. So
yeah. Because I enjoyed Mercedes' little bit with Renee this week, where she was struggling to keep her shit together. Her voice kept going all squeaky, and it was very funny.
Aww.
I love her. She's so good.
She's having to do Ring of Honor at the moment because she's defending her Ring of Honor championship against Red Velvet, but she also made an appearance on Ring of Honor, just the normal show this week. So
yeah, that's the thing. Because we've got Ring of Honor pay-per-view tonight, and it's looking good. I'm excited.
Next week we're going to have shitloads to talk about. Yeah. And this week we're like scraping the barrel.
Scraping one episode of Dynamite for whatever dopamine we can find.
A crumb.
Just a crumb of dopamine, sir, please.
I know a dopamine. Our pal Becky sent me a DM, and Trent Greg has adopted a new puppy.
Aww, cute.
I like seeing a puppy. But yeah.
Oh, we love puppies.
Dopamine where we can get it.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for this because I am just looking now at the what matches we've got. We've got on 0 Hours been announced Ace Austin versus Lee Johnson. That'll be good. That'll be really good. I'm excited. What else have we got? Dalton versus Ricochet, which has the potential to be the most ridiculous match of the night, and I can't wait.
That will be fun. And then Bandido in that horrible fucking survival of the fittest match.
Bandido. Poor little guy. I think he survives this, though. That's my bold prediction. I think he survives. Or
I hope so.
I have maybe a little inkling that Blake Christian might steal it.
If he does, I will be happy. But then, on the other hand, I love the swirl, and I like them to carry on being a tag team, which is difficult when one person has a single swirl. So, but yeah, I would like to see Blake get some gold.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, I would like to see that. And then we've got Athena versus Persephone, which will be really good, obviously. Mercedes versus Red Velvet. Again, I think that'll be really good. I wonder if Velvet's going to get a belt back, you know.
It could be the beginning of the end.
It could be the beginning of the end, and I kind of hope it is. Because I'm interested in that story, like, from her losing it, like, Mercedes losing everything and having to build herself back up again. Because that's just a trope that I enjoy, apparently.
It's a good trope, but, like, we haven't started it yet at all. It's just like, nope, she's still fine.
At some
the
point,
only thing is that she didn't win the
start.
women's title, the world title, but yeah. Yeah, one day.
Yeah, I just like the idea of the world title being the one that got away.
Yes, me too.
Also, we've got Eddie Kingston versus Josh Woods, which I am excited about. T'other half is going to be delighted when he finds out about this because he absolutely fucking loves the pair of them. Lots of titty slaps incoming for that one, I think. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Yeah, good card. And then Billy versus Deonna.
Always pulls it out.
They always do.
Yeah, that because Queen Aminata wasn't cleared for the Pure Championship match against Deonna, so that was a bit sad.
That is such a shame. I feel so bad for Aminata because like she missed out on Blood and Guts after putting so much work in to build to it.
Yeah.
And then now, after putting in a bunch of work in this tournament, she's having to miss that as well. That absolutely gutted for her. That's really sad. But I hope she heals up as fast as possible. Like, and I hope she heals up well.
And it feels like the company has enough faith in her that, like, when she comes back, she'll get opportunities.
Oh God, yeah. No, I'm not. That isn't something I'm especially worried about because, like, you know, she'll do fine once she's back. It's just really unfortunate timing that she's, you know, that she's had to miss this after putting all that work in on the tournament and in Blood and Guts that she's gotten injured in the meantime. It's just a shame.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, so that'll be fun. We've got loads of graps coming up.
Loads of graps.
We had shitloads last week. Shitloads next week.
The other match that I forgot about. And I shouldn't have forgotten about it because I'm really excited for it. 30-minute Iron Man match with Nigel and Lee. Oh, that's going to be
wild.
Good.
Nigel McGuinness is a fucking maniac. Like,
I love him. He's like, I just love that because it's his first sort of retirement was really unfortunate. And it obviously it made him very sad, understandably. And because there was always a sense of like it was before his time to sort of retire and things. Whereas like because there was that whole documentary and it's sort of like, you know, there was him and Danielson. They had that rivalry and Danielson went on to do massive things and then Nigel had to retire and it's just really sad. But I absolutely love that he's retired but just gets to pick what matches he does and just randomly has
drop
a banger.
In, like, what do you fancy? Yeah.
When he fancies it, he's just like, yeah, you know what? I'll get me trunks on.
Why not? Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
I am so happy for him. I'm so happy that he's getting to finish up more in a way that he wanted to, like this, and just getting to pull out random bangers until he decides he's finally actually going to call it a day. Which, you know, wrestlers, you never know. He could still be here in 20 years' time, just randomly having matches for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, love that. Love that for Nigel. Love that for Lee as well, because Lee's obviously a fan and obviously admires Nigel and the work that he's done. And like, so it's like, I'm really happy for Lee. I'm really happy for Nigel. And I am so excited for this match. It's going to rule.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Do we have any Gremlin points this week? I feel like it's hard.
I don't know that we do. It's possibly the first time.
Slim pickings.
Very slim pickings. Very slim.
I mean, Don Callis, maybe, for hooking out an eyeball?
Yeah, Don Callis for trying to remove Nick's eyeball and taking care to lick his finger before. You dirty get, Pep.
Disgusting.
Dirty
Disgusting.
Boy. Disgusting.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nigel on the brain, apparently. Don
Nigel on the brain.
Don gets one.
Oh, have you seen the QTV skit where Harley Cameron says of Don Callis something like, "You can't trust a man with a vagina on his forehead"? And I was like, I can't believe you let her say that, and also I can't believe you had her say that on Ring of Honor when no one would see it.
God damn it! No, I missed that, but Harley should definitely get a point for it.
Yeah. Other than that, I think
It's very thin on the ground. Very thin on the ground, the gremlin behaviour this week. It's probably those two that I can think of. I honestly am blanking.
I think gremlin points are a thing that happen when thing that give us, they bring us joy, and also we feel more inclined to award them when we feel joy. And this week we're just like,
yeah,
everything's terrible. Not just wrestling, the world is terrible.
Everything just in general is terrible. But I think thing is though, it wasn't a terrible episode. It
wasn't. It was just. I didn't have a lot to talk about in it, I think.
No, I wasn't. And aside from a couple of things, I wasn't hugely invested in a lot of the stuff this week.
We say after an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we found something to talk about. That's the main thing. I wasn't massively invested in it, but I think that is just the nature of the C2. Is like I enjoy watching the matches. I am sort of emotionally invested in the whole Mox getting taken out by the Death Riders in slow motion. I am enjoying that a lot. I'm invested in the Hangman and Swerve stuff. Would have preferred it if there was actually something good with the Dark Order and not just jangling keys and missing out giant chunks of plot that might have actually been interesting to those of us who were invested in it. But yeah. Other than that, I wasn't sort of massively invested in a lot of it. It was just it was good. There was good matches. I enjoyed the matches.
Yeah, there was good matches.
Yeah.
There was some nice stuff. It's fine. Like, I was going to say I don't feel angry. I feel angry about lots of things, but not particularly this episode of Dynamite. I just feel angry about the state of the world. And the moon, fuck the moon.
Fuck the moon!
All right, well...
Episode title.
I feel that might be... I don't know.
I don't know if we can get away with fuck the moon. I think I might get in trouble on YouTube for that as well.
God, all right. Oh no, we have to think about YouTube titles now. So all our YouTube titles are like, Tony Khan is bad because something.
Yeah, that's how you get views on YouTube. Is just make up a bunch of shit, have a weird thumbnail that's probably been generated by AI, and then.
Can we get some that face that all YouTubers make? But can we find like pictures of cats making weird faces and have those as our thumbnails?
I'm sure we could.
I don't know. Or you need to start your thing that you were threatening to do where you just harvest the silliest wrestler faces of the week and then we just have crazy faces.
That's not a bad idea. I might well do that. I will see.
Just wants to have a silly face. That's
Big
how you
fan
get
of silly faces.
Success.
I don't fully understand how to game YouTube yet. So
no, I don't understand how to game anything.
No.
I'm just out here being very sincere about everything. Like, well, if we just do good work, and it's like, nah, I don't think that works.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway,
rarely.
Go and vote in our awards thingies, whether it's nominations or whether it's the final vote. I'll do it in a couple of days, I expect. We've got about 50 nominations so far. That's pretty good going. And then follow us on Blue Sky, and then you will see all of these things organically. You will find us at Waffly Bollox, Awfully Waffly, and Wrestletrash. You can email us at wafflybollox@gmail.com, and you can buy all of your Christmas presents from MJ's shop if you go to ko-fi.com/wrestletrash/shop.
Yes, indeed. And if you go to the main Ko-fi page, there's me little tip jar, which is if anyone wants to kick me £1 to help me move out in sort of 2 months' time before I'm kicked out, that would be great.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I hate this. Fuck landlords. Okay, bye.
Fuck landlords. Love you, bye.